You know what it is. May the fourth be with you. You know what it do. It's the WWE Draft Part 2. And it's time to do that thing. Let's hit that intro. Yes, yes, yes. Here we are again. I'm about to bring in my guy, Petey Stunt. We are in the building. It's kind of late at night, so we're gonna see how long Petey Stunt can hold on. But if Petey Stunt got to cut out, it's totally understandable. How you doing, kid?
It's the stunt man. It's the stunt man. It's the stunt man. If you smell what the stunt man is cooking. Yes, I am here today on the greatest, one of the greatest shows in sports entertainment, and that is Krinsman Mask Show.
Yeah, let's go. Well, we all seen the draft at this point. We kind of know what it do. We kind of know what it is. So we're gonna try to run it and see how it go. I mean, definitely some odd choices. So we're gonna hit that first round. So with our first pick, and I'm up here, I'm working the systems. Our first pick a month went to Monday Night Raw.
Mm,
Good old Monday Night Raw.
mm.
And they went with Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley first pick. Strengths and weaknesses for Rhea Ripley. I got her strength is being booked as the next China. That's how I'm looking at Rhea Ripley. Booked as the next China. Her weaknesses is that she doomed to have another lackluster run as a face. We all see how her last face run went. Didn't go too good. She was kind of dry, kind of generic. And the projection for her is going to be that she remains in the Raw Women's title picture through WrestleMania 40. What you think, Petey?
Well, what I think is that I think Rhea needs to be a tweener.
Mm-hmm.
You know, me and you, we always agree on these tweeners now. Everybody
Yeah,
can't be a face. Everybody shouldn't be a heel. Some people need to be a tweener, and she's the one
yeah.
she has to be a tweener because of her character. We all seen how she is when she's face. She's stale as hell, right? Am I lying?
Nope,
Am
you're
I
not
lying?
lying. You're
No.
not lying at
So
all,
she
man.
needs to be a tweener, which means if nobody don't know what a tweener is, you're anti. You're the anti-hero. You can be either face or a heel, and people will still love you no matter what. You will still get over with the crowd. That's what Rhea Ripley needs to be. That's exactly what her title reign needs to be about. She needs to be that tweener person, because if not, she's doomed.
Yeah, I agree 100%, man. You see her ceiling last time she was a face. All she ended up doing was losing to Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. That's all she ended up doing. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go to our next pick. Our next pick, Friday Night SmackDown, is going to be A-Town Down. Austin Theory, yo guy, A-Town Down. All right, I got his strength as his rapid ascent. I think he's gonna keep going up and going up and going up. He's gonna keep rising. He's young. He's a stunner. He's gonna keep on rising. All right. His weakness is that he's on the same brand with Roman Reigns. I mean, so that kind of caps right there what he could do until Roman loses those titles. And my projection for him is that he's going to position himself at the main event picture. So when Roman do lose them belts, he'll be there and be able to challenge for those titles. What do you think?
What's going to happen is Austin Theory is going to get the John Cena treatment. That's what's
Okay.
going to happen. Okay,
Okay.
now let's take it back. Let's take it back to 2005, real quick,
Okay.
guys. 2005. You had Cena on SmackDown,
Uh huh.
Batista on Raw. What happened? Cena won the WWE Championship. Batista won the World Heavyweight Championship. Whoever's the World Heavyweight Championship is, they're gonna end up switching. That's
Yeah.
come on, it's WWE's tactics. We know their tactics. We know exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna switch the guys around. Austin Theory is being positioned as the next John Cena, and You know what? I would say a hybrid. John
Okay.
Cena and Randy Orton. That's who
Okay.
he's being positioned as. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I can see that happening where Roman drops the titles, Austin Theory moves up. See, at first I was like, well, they should have just kept Austin on Raw and
Yeah.
let him move up into that title picture because Raw's gonna need all the star power. They're gonna need
Yeah.
all the star power because SmackDown is always kicking their ass. They're always stunting on them, right?
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. That's how I feel about Austin Theory, my boy, my number one pick, my go-to guy.
Now let me ask you this, kid, because I always been meaning to ask you this. What traits of John Cena, what traits of John Cena, what traits of Randy Orton do you see in Austin Theory?
Austin Theory has the John Cena swag
Yeah.
and the Randy Orton's personality.
Okay.
But
So
but but hold on.
okay.
There
Okay.
is some John Cena personality in there as well, but you can see the cockiness, that Austin Theory has. That's that young Randy. He has that young Randy, coming up, pulling in a Lamborghini. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, talking
Legend
about he got
killer.
the girls. Yeah, the legend killer. That's who he has. But he has that John Cena kind of like that rapping John Cena a little bit where he might can throw a little flow. Never know. He's from A Town, so you just never know.
You might start doing the A Town step.
Yeah, you just never know what you're gonna get with him. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say he's that hybrid character. He's very important to this company right now, and people don't realize how important that Austin Theory is right now to WWE. He's very important, and I'm telling you, he's the next.
You know what? I agree with you, to be honest. It feels like they were trying to put him in that position early on. Remember when he was with Zelina Vega and Andrade
Oh
and
God.
AJ. Yeah, that
Oh
was
God.
kind of. It seemed like they was trying to do something with that. Then he was with Seth, and then for whatever reason they kicked him down. I think because he got that little trouble. They kicked him down a notch to back to NXT, but that probably ended up helping him in the long run for what he was trying to do.
hmm He had to build. He had to build himself back up. That's all that
Yeah.
was. He had to build back up and get himself right. You know, there might be a chance where he actually could win the Royal Rumble. Now that
Would
I
you
think
put
about
him?
it.
Would you put him above LA Knight when it comes to winning the Royal
Fuck yeah. Sorry, God. Sorry, guys.
Rumble?
Yes.
Okay,
No,
okay,
now
okay.
I wouldn't say without a shadow of a doubt because hey,
Yeah.
LA, that's my guy. But right now, it's all about Austin Theory in my book.
Okay, okay. All right, so we're gonna go on to our next wrestler that was drafted. I mean, it's no secret here. Seth freaking Rollins. Okay?
Oh,
Seth freaking Rollins.
oh, oh,
Oh
oh,
yeah. Oh
oh,
yeah. Oh
burn it
yeah.
down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. My strength for Seth Rollins is that he's one of the top stars on Raw. You could argue that if he's a face, he's number two. If he's a heel, what would you say? Is number one? If he's a heel on Monday
Yeah,
Night Raw?
Seth is always better as a heel.
Yeah.
Always better as a heel.
My weakness for him is this current gimmick. Seth freaking Rollins is very one dimensional.
I
He's
know.
I think we could kind of agree that his Monday Night Messiah gimmick is better
Oh yeah,
than Seth freaking Rollins. My
yeah.
projection for Seth Rollins for the next year leading up to WrestleMania is that it's very easy. He's going to win the World Heavyweight Championship and he's going to turn heel at some point between now and
hmm
WrestleMania. What do you
hmm
think?
I think that Self is one of those attitude era characters where they keep
Hmm.
turning face and heel constantly.
Back and
And
forth, yeah.
yeah, he's back and forth, which also kind of just makes it seem like I don't want him to have that stigma of the big show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sorry, Paul White, but that's what you do. One minute you're crying, one minute you're happy, one minute you're mad, next minute you're crying again. So I don't want that to be Seth Rollins. I think this time when he turns heel, he needs to stay heel for quite a while.
I agree with you, man. And I don't know how they're going to get back to it, but at some point, they got to finish this Cody and Seth thing. I mean, people who watch this stuff on a week to week basis, the last time we seen Cody and Seth interact, Seth beat the shit out of Cody, and Cody was gone for like, I don't know how many months. Am I right? So, I mean, to
No.
just let that go, I mean, that's kind of like, I feel like that's a rivalry that needs to be finished, even though Cody beat him with one peck. That's just what I think, kid.
I mean, he has to get one off. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to figure out where he wants his character to be. Like I mean, okay, Seth Rollins don't have a problem getting over. He don't.
No,
He doesn't
no.
have a problem getting over. No matter he's heel or face, he has no problem getting over.
He's stale, but
He,
he's over his head right now.
yeah, and he knows how to draw heat. He knows how to draw some
Yeah,
heat. We'll
yeah,
see.
yeah. All right, so our next pick is no, we know it is, and I actually have here on a little on our little ticker down here. I actually have her as going to SmackDown Raw, but in reality, she's really going to SmackDown. It's gonna be Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair, her strength being the greatest woman's wrestler of all time.
You know what?
Oh,
Somebody, oh man, who was it? 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 Who did I watch today? WrestleMania. But they got it from, God dang it, who they get it from? I can't remember who they got it from. But they said that Charlotte, if you notice, Charlotte is more of a part timer now. If you haven't noticed,
yeah, I
she
kind of
only
can. Now
really
that you
comes
mention it,
around. She only really comes around when it's for a title.
and she's
When it's
putting
for a
people
title,
over.
yeah, yeah. When it's for a title, is when she shows up. But when she ain't in the title picture, she'll be gone for a while. That's
Yeah,
crazy. Hmm. Interesting. Just thought I'd put that out there.
yeah, that is pretty interesting to be honest. She has like she's almost like in that phase Cena was in before he kind of like left. She's
Yeah,
coming, she's putting people over. It seems like her sole purpose now is to put other women's wrestlers over.
yeah.
But she is one of the greatest women. She is the greatest women's wrestler of all time. That's her strength. Her weakness, however, is that she's almost too great. She's great to the point that when she does have the title, her title's
Mm-hmm.
reigns get stale real
Mm-hmm.
fast, real
Mm-hmm.
fast. So that's why it seems like they're hot potatoing the title every time she gets it. She has it, she puts somebody over, she goes on
Mm-hmm.
vacation. So that's
Yep.
kind of like where Charlotte is right now. My projection for her is that she'll somehow win the title again, between now and WrestleMania. Like at
That's just
some
what's
point,
gonna happen.
the title will just be back around her waist, and
Where
it's just
she's
gonna
at
be
now? She's
Charlotte
at
being
16
Charlotte.
times now.
Yeah, yeah, I think
Because
she's
I
at
think she's on
16
the verge of
times.
breaking her dad's record, right? Or did she break it
Yeah,
already?
that's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Let me do a quick search here, real quick, just to see
Yeah,
if
I'm
she's
gonna look
already
this.
broken it. Let me look this up. Charlotte title count. Let's see here. Why do they make information so difficult to find? I'm asking a simple question, and they keep telling me how many days she's held the title. Jesus Christ, she's had so many titles that it's ridiculous. Let's see. 7 time SmackDown Women's Champion, 6 time Raw Women's Champion. That can't be right. Unless they're counting how many times she had the NXT title. She has to have more than what they're showing here. So
Yeah, she's
the
got to
only
be
thing,
at least about 16.
yeah, she has to be. But it's showing that as of December, in October, she was 6 time 7 time SmackDown, 6 time Raw. but it got to be more than that, man. It has to be.
Hmm.
It has
Okay.
to be. Oh, Divas champion too. You got to count that as a main belt
Mm-hmm.
too. So that's 14 right there. That's 14. And then if you count the two NXT Women's Championships, that's 16.
So she pretty much tied with the pops.
She's pretty much tied apart, even though it's up for discussion whether those NXT title reigns should
Titles
count.
matter. Mm.
Yeah, so I mean, so she may, if you count all of them, she may end up like an 18, 19 time champion if they want to get her over those NXT titles. So yeah,
Wow.
that's where we are with Charlotte. So then we moved on to the second round, kid. Let's get this second round up. The first pick of the second round was Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. My strength for them is their chemistry. My weakness for them is that they destined to break up because they just are. It's Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. They're going to break up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and my projection for them between now and WrestleMania is that they break up like they always do. What do you think?
Yeah, it's gonna be a backstabbing story. We've
Yeah,
seen this time and time again with these guys. So it's just gonna be
yeah,
another backstabbing story to give them something to do and to draw on a whole another year of a storyline maybe. Um, I wonder at some point will one of them have a title?
that is a very good question. But here's my
Because
question for you: who do you think is going to backstab who?
you know what?
Because it
They
seems
might
like
throw
it's
us a curve.
always
They might throw us
Kevin.
a co- They might throw us a curveball. It might actually be Sammy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That it might actually be Sammy. So so yeah, I mean that we kind of had the same thought on that. That Sammy
Yeah,
is actually going to be the one. And what if he turns on Kevin Owens because he simply just thinks that let me get you before you get me?
yeah. That I could see
That'd be a
that
hell of a
happen, playing out
storyline.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a hell of a storyline. So our second pick in the second round, pick number 6, was the Usos. My straight for them, they're one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Their weakness is their cousin Roman. Because it's their cousin Roman. Because he put hits out on them, talking shit to them. And my projection is that between now and WrestleMania, maybe even between now and Backlash, they officially get kicked out of the bloodline.
Ooh, so dun, 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 dun. Down since day one. That's what they're gonna sing to Roman while he kicking their ass. Down
Yeah,
since
yeah.
we've been down since day one.
And getting poked in their
Yeah.
neck by Solo.
Oh my gosh, I do not want
Poke,
to get
poke,
started
poke.
on him. I do not
Poke,
want to get
poke.
started on Solo. I promise you, I don't.
I believe we
uh,
already know what you we already heard what you think about him. I think it's a four.
oh shit.
I think it's a four. Look, either it's a foregone conclusion that they getting kicked out of the bloodline either this Friday or this Saturday or
Mm-hmm.
next Friday
Mm-hmm. Because
was the
they were supposed to
first.
get kicked out this past Monday, right?
They were supposed to get kicked out last Friday when Solo was finna come out there and get them, and Matt Riddle stopped them.
Okay, that was Friday. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and just and the new season of WWE, I guess, is next Friday. So I can see them getting kicked out then. I
Yeah.
think they just gonna lose on Saturday and be looking sad. And then Friday, Roman probably gonna act like he's gonna let them stay in and then have Solo poke, poke, poke. His own brothers, man. All right. Our next pick, round 2, pick 7, Judgment Day. Their strength is
mm.
Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio's heat. That's their strength. Their weakness is that really they're one woman show. Rhea Ripley is the only like real, even though Priest is a real badass. He's a badass. But the one
He's
who's getting booked like a future Hall of Famer is Rhea Ripley. And she's there. She that's the weakness for them is that they're one woman show. The rest of them got to step up. I think her and Dominic will be fine. Finn, I don't know what Finn is, man. Finn, ever since he lost that
Fan. They
match,
about to put Fan in a damn match with a tag team with JD Madonna. That's what's about to happen.
I'm
That's what's gonna happen. And they'll be a
honestly
good
at
tag
this,
team.
yeah, at this point I would prefer that. And my projection for the Judgment Day is that Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio leave the Judgment Day and become the new uh, Latino Heat,
Ah, no.
Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero in China, and
Oh, God.
Finn and Priest go their separate ways, which goes into what you said. Finn maybe goes into being in a tag team with JD McDonough, and Priest goes do whatever he does and probably be in a mid card somewhere. Be in a mid card, winning mid card championships. That's what I see for Priest. That's what I see for Priest.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Judgment Day. Whew. You know, when Judgment Day first came, bro, I was like, nah, this gonna be
Mm-hmm.
lame. But then when they first split apart from Edge, I thought they was gonna be like, oh no, they ain't gonna be nothing without Edge. But they've
Yeah.
been they've been very impressive, man.
Yeah.
Very impressive. Like
Yeah.
seriously. That's crazy. But yeah, I don't have much to say about Judgment Day. You pretty much explained what I would say as well. Like they're really trying to make Dominic this Latino heat, and she's mommy or whatever. Just some dark, twisted,
Yeah.
sexual fantasy type thing with them.
Yeah. It's going just another thing to piss off Chavo.
Yeah.
Another thing to piss
Oh,
him
don't
off.
get
Cause now
started
he
on
want.
Chavo. Don't get started on
Yeah.
Chavo. Chavo got
Yeah.
bigger problems. Hey, Chavo, you got bigger problems, buddy.
Yeah, man. Chavo go, oh, now you want to steal Latino heat. Shut up, Curran White.
Curry White. Oh my
Shut
goodness.
up, Curran
I
White.
wish we could play a clip of that. Oh man, we gotta get a clip of that on the
Oh
show,
man,
man.
look. If I knew how to just do them clips up in there, boy, I would. Uh, so our next pick 8 in round 2, was the LWO. Their strength is Rey Mysterio. Their weakness, let's say at the same time, kid. 1, 2, 3. They don't
They don't
have a
have
big man.
big man.
They
They
don't got the
don't.
big man. That's their weakness.
And
And
they
my
keep losing
projection,
because they don't have a big man.
exactly. And my projection for them is that they won't win any type of championship up until WrestleMania.
Oh
Between
shit.
now and WrestleMania, they will not win no type of gold. Zelina's not winning the women's title. Raul Mendoza and what's that guy's name?
Joaquin
DJ
Wild.
Z. Got Joaquin Round. I call him
Yeah,
DJ Z.
I call him Joaquin. Yeah,
Yeah,
Joaquin
not they
Wild.
not winning. He's not winning the tag team titles. Rey Mysterio got the best chance, but I don't even think Rey Mysterio for to be wrestling like that. And Santos got the second best chance if they bring back the light heavyweight title.
Santos
If
gonna turn on them.
that's what's gonna happen, because Santos just seems like a stab you in the back kind of guy.
hmm
He just does. Anything to add,
hmm
kid?
For them, good luck to LWO.
Hey. Maybe when Damian Priest leaves the Judgment Day, he goes to LWO somehow. Even though he's beating the snot out of him right now. Like maybe he'll go to
Man, I
yeah,
wouldn't
maybe
want him in our gang.
if you
I
can't
feel
beat
so.
him, join him.
Yeah, you just beat the hell out of me, and I'm supposed to just be cool with that.
All
Oh
right.
shit!
We on to round 3. All right, round 3. Pick number 1, pick 9 in round 3, which is pick number 1 of round 3, is Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Their strengths is Raquel Rodriguez. That's their strength. Their weakness is they not a real tag team. They two singles women wrestlers put together just so eventually Raquel Rodriguez could beat the hell out of Liv Morgan and turn on her. And my
What I'm
projection between now and WrestleMania is they're going to break up. That's the projection.
what my opinion was going to be is that when you said their strength is Raquel, but their weakness was what was their weakness?
That they not a real tag
They
team.
not real tag teams. I was just gonna say their weakness is Liv Morgan, but
I
okay.
was gonna say that too, but I was trying to be nice, man. I was trying to be nice.
I ain't no
I
reason
was
to be nice. Keep it 100. Tell the truth. Liv Morgan is the weakest link.
All right.
Weakest
I
link.
mean,
All right, she had
yeah,
she had
okay.
her little lucky shot on winning the gold. She got a chance to win the women's title, which would never happen again. You know, so
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, man. I ain't even finna lie. I agree with you, man.
why they didn't draft? Oh no, Alexa Bliss. She's a free agent, right? That's right.
We gonna get to that, man. I'm so confused about this whole free agent crap. Uh, our next pick in round 3, pick number 10, is Oscar. Her strength is that I feel like there's a bigger depth you could go through with this crazy character she got. It could get her character could be a little more evil, and her weakness is she's on the same show with Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair. How unlucky can you be on the same show with them? Two people who they try to keep the belt on at all times. That's just real unlucky. She gonna have to turn to a damn devil in order to win the championship. That's the only way she gonna be able to do it. Um, my
Oh
projection for
my
her,
god.
honestly, believe it or not, my projection for her is that she's gonna get another women's title run. I don't know how. Some way, somehow, between now and WrestleMania, she's gonna get a title run because they don't mind putting the belt on Oscar if she's a paper champion.
Yeah, one of those transitional ones. Nope.
Yeah, that's pretty much what she's good for these days. Anything to add, kid?
Mm-mm.
Speaking of these days, round 3, pick 11. The New Day.
New Day.
Their strength is that they legendary stats as far as a tag team. Their weakness, I'm sorry, they are severely missing Big E. They're severely missing Big E. They just have not been the same. They've been real mid since Big E left the group, and he's hurt now. They are super mid. And my projection for them is that over the course between now and WrestleMania, they somehow, especially if they split them up, they somehow gonna get a tag team title run. I can
Yeah,
see that. You can't let this New Day not have the belts for too long.
it's crazy because when a New Day came out, I thought like this is true facts. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be lame. This is never gonna work.
I
But
hated them.
yeah, it's like now it's like I respect them so much, man. You know what I'm saying? And especially Kofi. Oh my God, Kofi. Kofi's been there longer than both of the other two guys put together. He is really hanging on, trying to hang on for dear God, for dear Lord. Like
Yeah,
he's still on the injured list right now.
yeah, yeah.
Speedy recovery, Kobe. Speedy
Mm-hmm.
recovery.
Yes, sir. Kofi Kingston is definitely a legend. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Do you want to see another heel run with the New Day before
Hey,
it's
you know
all
what?
said
I
and
wouldn't mind
done?
that. I wouldn't mind that.
I
Honestly,
want to see it. It was real annoying when it first came out, and I hated them. But now they've been faced so long, I kind of want to see that annoying heel New Day, the
yeah.
ones that cheat, and still win and act stupid while they doing it, that goofy while they
Hmm.
doing it. I think that'll be pretty cool, especially if they could get Big E back. I definitely if Big E comes back, I definitely want him to be back with the New Day because of his health. I don't really want to see him as a singles wrestler.
Mm-mm. Tag
Yeah,
team.
got to protect him.
Hmm.
Um, Last pick of the third round, pick 12, is the Brawling Brutes. My strengths for them is that they're entertaining. Their weakness is that but Pete Dunne is still Butch. That's their weakness for me. As long as he's Butch, you're not going to get Pete Dunne. And this is probably the most unrealistic projection I have. My projection is that Butch is going to turn back to Pete Dunne before WrestleMania.
I mean, he's practically already did that online. He's calling
Yeah,
himself Pete Butch Dunn.
yeah. See, that's what I need. We need the. He kind of getting more closer to that Pete Dunne. And I
Hmm.
don't know. It might take the Brawling Bruce to break up for him to be Pete Dunne, but that's what I want to see from him. All right. Now we going on to round 4. We almost at the end of this thing. Pick one, round 4. Trish Stratus. Her strength. She's a legend. She's a legend. And her weakness is how long is she even gonna be in WWE? I can't imagine too long. And my projection
Yeah,
of
it's
her,
short term. Legends
yeah,
contract probably.
yeah. my projection for her is actually she's gonna have a short run and then leave. That's actually my
Yeah,
projection for her.
yeah. You know what? She's there for enhancement.
Yeah, yeah. Which I mean, she's enhancing. Let's talk about this one because she's enhancing Becky Lynch. I would kind of prefer her to enhance somebody who's not already enhanced. Like
Mm,
Becky Lynch is pretty enhanced. I
mm-hmm.
think you could have easily. I don't know how you would have worked it. Zoe Stark, somebody like use Trish Stratus to build up somebody new. That's how I feel about it. And our next pick, pick number 14. I got an interesting bit of news I heard today
Oh.
about this pick. Round four, pick 14 is Karrion Cross. My strength for him is he still packaged well. He still has Scarlett. He still looks like a killer. Um,
Mm-hmm.
his weakness is how he's being booked. And I kind of want to change my projection now, but I'll tell you in a second. My projection for him before I heard the news today was that his inconsistent booking will continue. But today I heard a rumor
Mm-hmm.
that Triple H has Karrion Cross lined up to be one of Roman Reigns' next opponents.
Well, they did tease that a few years ago. Well, what last year they
Yeah, they
did tease
did.
it. Yeah.
They did. So now I'm kind of interested to see how he's going to be booked now that he has a permanent home on SmackDown. How he's going to be positioned. This
Mm-hmm.
kind of does this. Okay, now knowing this news, does this make you believe that on Friday he's going to beat Shinsuke Nakamura?
Wait, they still gonna have a match?
It's Friday.
Why would they have it Friday? They don't make sense.
Because I guess after Friday, Shinsuke go to Raw and they just gonna be done with the feud, like we was talking about on Monday.
You did it on pay. Okay, all right, whatever WWE.
Yeah, that's what it is. All right. So our next pick, Monday Night Raw, pick number 15, is Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. My straight for them is that they believable. You could believe that they could whoop everyone, every female on the roster's ass. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and their weakness to me is that Ronda unavailable all the time. She's always injured. And my projection for them is a pretty simple one. They're going to win the Raw tag. They're going to win the WWE Tag Team titles. I think it's inevitable. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
inevitable. First title shot they get at those belts, they're going to win because there's no other team that seems more deadly than that. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they definitely will win. Shoot, they might have been just gearing up now to take those titles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. Our last pick of round four. All right. I think we got to get our shoulders straightened up for this. LA Knight. Yeah. Let me talk to you.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
talk to you. Let
Hold
me
on,
talk
let
to
me
you. The
talk to you.
strength. The strength is being LA Knight.
Night.
Okay? That's the
Yeah.
strength. The weakness, there is no weakness. No, but for real, the strength is his charisma and his growing popularity, and his weakness is will management back him up? Will management listen to the fans and actually push him like he should be pushed? That's their next star. My projection for him is that he's going to win the Money in the Bank. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they have it fixed up for him to win the Money in the Bank, though. You know, it's been heavily talked about within the wrestling community that it's gearing up. I mean, for him to win. I mean, like I said, WWE is always known to throw off a curveball. So who's to say?
Yeah, yeah. Who's to say, really? Who is really to say?
Mm,
All right. So then we move on to round five. Round five, first pick is kind of boring. It's going to be for
Bron.
Monday Night Raw. It's going to be pick 17, Ricochet and Braun Strowman. Ricochet
Ah!
and Braun Strowman. My strength for them is that separately, they talented. Ricochet is talented. Braun Strowman is talented. The weakness, once again, they're not a real tag team. You got two people who supposed to be singles wrestlers just put together because they ain't got shit else to do. And the
Mm-hmm.
projection is that at some point soon, we know it's going to happen. Braun is going to destroy the shit out of Ricochet and turn heel. Because that's just
Mm-hmm.
what's going to happen. We're sure as hell
Mm-hmm.
not going to be Ricochet turning heel on Braun
Nope.
Strowman.
Nope.
Braun's
I
gonna kill
mean, can
Ricochet.
never
And
can never doubt it.
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. I just could just see Braun just picking that guy up and just throwing him like he did the other week. Just throwing him, throwing right in his head. Our next pick in round five, pick 18, is another pick that's kind of underwhelming in my opinion. Really cute wrestler, though. Really cute though, Shotzi. Her strength is that she has room to improve, and she looks the part. Those are her strengths. If I see her and like didn't know about how she wrestled, I'd be like, oh man, she looks like a very interesting professional wrestler.
hmm
And her weakness is her in ring skills, man. Like whenever she's in the ring, it feels like either she's gonna hurt somebody or hurt herself. That's just how I look at Shotzi. Um, and my projection for her is that she's gonna get lost in the shuffle. She's gonna get lost in the shuffle unless she has that tag team with Liv Morgan, like I was talking about on Monday. She's gonna get lost in the shuffle. What do you think?
Shotzi, man, Shotzi she's just there. She's just hanging on. That's all that is. Sorry, that's just what it is with her. She's just hanging on. She's filling the void.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it. Our next pick in round five is gonna be pick 19, Bronson Reed. My strength for him is he got upside. He got potential. My weakness is that he's on the show with other dudes that's big or bigger than him. He's on the show with Gunther. He's on the show with Drew McIntyre. He's on the show with sometimes Almas because Almas is a free agent. He's on the show with some big dudes that's bigger than
hmm
him. So I mean, eventually, you know what's gonna happen. He's gonna get claymored. He's gonna get chopped in the chest. He's not the biggest, baddest dude on Raw, and that's a
Mm-mm.
bad thing for him. And my prediction for him is he's just gonna become an obstacle for faces to overcome. Guys like Drew.
hmm
So it's pretty much, oh, he beat this big guy. That's what he's gonna be. It's gonna happen. It's about to happen at Backlash when Austin Theory retained his title.
Hey.
I mean, you know what? Let me not
Oh
say that
man.
because Bobby very well could take that belt from Austin though at Backlash.
And I
They on the
think once
same
Bobby
show.
take that belt, I think once Bobby take that belt, that's the going Bobby. I mean, what's his name?
Austin,
No, what's the guy name?
Bronson Reed.
No, for AEW. What's his name? Best friend.
Who you talking about?
Oh man, God, I can't think of it. All right, screw it.
All right, all right, all right. Let's see. We'll figure it out at some point. It's gonna come to you like in the middle of the day tomorrow. You be like, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, the next pick you gonna like this one. Our next pick is gonna be pick number 20, going to SmackDown.
Oh yeah, they're my boys. They're
Pretty
boys.
deadly, pretty
Yeah,
deadly.
yeah.
My strengths for them is that they are one of the few real tag teams. They come in together, they dress alike, they're in synchrony. You know, that's what a tag team's supposed to look like. They're a team. They're not two people put together. Their weakness is that how real tag teams get booked if they not the Usos or the New Day. That's their weakness. I'm worried about them because real tag teams in WWE don't get booked very well, do they? And
Mm-mm.
then they're not only that, they're NXT call up, so that's like a double whammy. My prediction for them, and I don't want this to be looked at as a negative because I love Pretty Deadly, but at
Oh,
least
shocker.
from now to WrestleMania, my prediction for them is that they're going to be a hot comedy act like the Fashion Police was.
Man, come on.
Look. No,
Ah.
I'm talking about their first year. So from now to WrestleMania. After WrestleMania, they probably can start winning the titles and stuff like that. But I think to get their footing, they gonna be just backstage funny, kind of like how the Street Profits was when they first got called up.
Mm, okay.
Remember
Okay.
how Street Profits got called first? For a while, all they did was be funny backstage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then they start kind of winning because we know they lose too much. They kind of started winning after that. And I don't know if they have a Montez Ford in their group. They kind of both equal to me. Let's see.
Man, hating on my boy, pretty deadly boy. Yes.
So now we in the sixth and final round. Pick 21, the Alpha Academy. The Alpha Academy. My strength for them is, again, okay, it's the same as Ricochet and Braun, but it's different. They individually talented. I think Chad Gable is really talented. I think Otis is really talented. Except for they're a real tag team. Um I put they're a real tag team. Actually, I didn't put any projections for them, so I'm just gonna go straight off the top for them. They are individually talented. My weakness for them is that it seems like they destined to break up. They destined to break. They already planting the seeds. And my prediction for them is that Otis is just gonna leave and go with Maxine. That's pretty much my
Yeah.
prediction.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean, if you pay close attention to their matches, you already see like when Chad be getting his ass whooped, she kind of just be having this look like, oh, look at this, like kind of like, oh, look
Yeah.
at this
Trying to
Otis.
convince
He,
him.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, yeah, you need to get away from him. He's trash. Like that's
Oh
basically.
yeah. I'm
And
sorry, I had to
then you
get
see
that.
what happened on Monday. Otis, for some reason, Otis got pinned, and Chad didn't get in the ring to stop it. He was just looking like, oh no. And what's her name was looking like, so. So yeah. Um, the next pick in round six is Rick Boobs. I mean, Rick Boobs. What can we say about Rick Boobs?
Not a damn
He's
thing.
he's really entertaining, and he's jacked. He's jacked. His weakness is that he's kind of purely a comedy act, which is a shame because if you looked at how jacked he is, you can honestly see him doing more. I mean, he's kind of like a new version of Elias, which is sad because the old version of Elias is there. Plays the guitar, jacked. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you
That's what they're
this.
going for.
See, okay, you following me. I think the prediction for them is going to be that I think they're going to be a tag team. Because honestly, they got Elias isn't doing anything with his life right now. Rick Boogs ain't doing nothing with his life. They could actually be a good heel tag team, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They both jacked. They both jacked. They both play guitars. They both ain't got nothing to do. They could look like and be a real tag team. You think so?
Um, they have the potential. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, they're not really doing anything. So why not just go ahead and slap them into a tag team? But make it a cool tag team, like cool
Yeah.
name. I don't want to hear no goofy stuff like um, hang on the Barney team or something. I don't know. Maybe oh man, what would be walk with us or something? That would be
You
cool.
know,
I don't know.
what, how'd you feel
They
if
gotta.
they just called them Rick Boogs and Elias?
I'm like that. Just they didn't put no real thought into it. That means they just put them together.
Yeah, you know how WWE like to. They just like to have tag teams just within
Right.
just their names. Speaking of
Mm-hmm.
which, pick number 23 for Raw, Katana Chance and Caden Carter, called up from NXT. Their strengths is that they look like they've been together so long. They dress the same. They come out together with one song. They look like and are a real tag team. Their weakness is I don't think that tag team is that good. Okay, how can I put it? Let me take that back. If the WWE decides, you know what, we're gonna stop putting the belts on two female wrestlers we just put together, and we're gonna start
Mm-hmm.
only putting the belts on actual tag teams, I feel good about the chance for Katana Chance and Kata Carter. But if they're called up and they got to fight Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, got to fight two other women they put together in a random tag team. They just gonna get jobbed out to all the other women tag teams.
Mm-hmm.
I think okay, I know they like to present them on the same level with Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Isla Dawn. That's just not the
Mm-hmm.
case.
Mm-hmm.
Isla Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, they look like a championship level women's tag team.
Mm-hmm.
And I stand on that. That's why they taking the women's tag NXT women's tag team titles to SmackDown. So
Caden
people
Carter
can
is the light skinned one. The
yeah,
with the oh yes.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. She and I definitely feel like she's the Shawn I definitely feel like she's the Shawn Michaels of that tag team. Like Katana Chance is the
Marty Jannetty.
Marty Jannetty of that tag team.
Oh man, Marty Jannetty's name is just a running joke when it comes to tag teams.
Yeah. I mean, Kaden Carter, I can see her being a singles wrestler. Katana Chance, no chance.
You had
No
join the
chance in
corporation.
hell. Yeah. Our next pick number 24, is To the Moon, Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes, man. Cameron Grimes, man, his strength is that he's good in the ring and he has charisma. His weakness is
Mm-hmm.
where the hell has he been? Where has that man been
Doing
all
dark
this time?
matches,
He been doing dark matches, man.
getting jacked.
So they might have to remind the people who Cameron Grimes is before they actually bring him
Mm-hmm.
out. Cause he
Mm-hmm.
been gone a hot minute. And my projection for him really is that he's kind of just it's gonna take him a minute to get his footing. That's my projection for him. We'll see what happens with Cameron Grimes. So that was round 6. So before we get out of here, we're gonna take a quick look at let's see, we're gonna take a quick look at let me see here. And I never did this before. So let's see if I probably just screwed up the screen already trying to do something new. I did, of course. Um yeah, Firefox, you're fired. Um yeah, so I'm just gonna talk a little bit while I fix this crap. Um we're gonna look at the free agents. So kid, we're getting out of here real soon. Tell me what you think about this whole free agency thing because I know we
Oh
both
man, oh no, I don't know what to do. It pisses me off. I'm sorry. It grinds my gears with them. Oh God, gosh, oh my goodness. Oh, it's like they start off like hit the ground running, boom. Next thing you know, you got this free agent crap. You
uh-huh.
don't really need a free agent, and we already know who's going where or what was what. Oh God, and I felt like, look, I'm gonna still say this. I'm gonna still say this. I know it. I know it's old. It was last Monday, but I'm still gonna say this.
Yeah.
They should have had Cody free agent from the beginning. But I get it. They trying to tell a story. They're trying to tell a story.
I
But
mean,
I feel like you got almost who's why? Why? Why he get to be a free agent? Why? He ain't doing nothing.
it's there's a lot of these superstars that I think I wonder why they're getting to be free agents. I kind
Mm-hmm.
of really don't understand some of these wrestlers that are being free agents, and I'm going to pull it up here in a second. As soon as I
Yeah.
get this straightened out, um, it just doesn't make a ton of sense to me.
Mm-mm.
Um, wait
Oh,
till you see some of these names. It's like it's super ridiculous, super ridiculous. Let's see here. As soon as I get, I'm letting myself on the stream. right, Petey. I screwed the whole thing up, and y'all allowed to laugh at me a little bit. Let's see. Um, Petey, go ahead and tell them the rest of the story real quick while I get this fit. Go ahead.
Well, not much to say, but a bunch of people who hasn't been doing anything, they get to be free agents. Um, and wrestle on any show. I guess you know what? I guess free agents is probably considered fillers at some point, unless they have a really good story to tell, and that's why the person is a free agent. But other than that, they're just a bunch of fillers. That's all. They're just filler slots.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. And now I'm back. I'm back on here. Um, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Now I can stop hearing myself. Now we're back on track, people. We're back on track. So, working products. Do not use Firefox as your browser. This is the second time it froze up on me. Did it on the live stream on Monday. It got me again. I thought because we was recording and it wasn't live, they wasn't gonna get me, but they for sure got me. So let me turn off this scroller down here and get to my point because I want to let's get this off of here real quick. Okay. I want to see if I can screen here real quick. I want to show. I think it's Bleach Report. Let me see. Type in WWE free agents, so we can just see how stupid it is. It's pretty stupid. Let me share my screen here. We're gonna use Sports Kita. We're gonna use Sports Kita real quick, and we're gonna see. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's look. Sports Kita. Sports Kita. All right. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First of all, Zion Quinn. I barely know who the hell this guy is. Okay. Zion Quinn. I know he's from NXT and he's done nothing. Kid, do you know anything about him?
I have no idea who that is. I don't.
Exactly. I mean, he looks cool. He looks like don't tell me that they're trying to come up with some type of plan to have him join Roman Reigns. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, I don't know about all that. Let's see. Okay. A lot for some reason, Elias is a free agent. We were just about him. I mean, he should just really just be in a tag team with Rick Boobs. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Okay. Mustafa Ali, the guy who always challenges people and loses, walks backstage and he'll say stuff is all right or whatever he's been saying, like this new gimmick he has. I don't know why Ali is. I don't know what being a free agent means. Like, does this mean that they believe in him so little that they don't know what show they're putting him on? What does being a free agent means? Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander, unless they're reforming the Hurt Business, which maybe that's what they're trying to do. I don't know. They need to figure out something. Why are they free agents? Why do they have the right to go to any show? I don't get it. Baron Corbin, man, poor Baron Corbin, man. At first, I thought it was a joke that he was struggling so bad, but it really is. It really is hard out here for a pimp. Like, it really is hard for if you're Baron Corbin. He went to France, Paris, I guess, and got a standing ovation. And that man said he don't never want to leave. That's how hard it's been for him. And this guy, this guy, Von Wagner. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. Like I said, you remember My ceiling for him, Mike Knox, Gene Snitsky. One of those guys. He got those two guys written all over him. He's going to get called up. He's going to challenge somebody, a face, and he's going to lose. Sorry, Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, this is sad. Dolph Ziggler can't even get drafted. He's fully. I think he's healthy. I don't know. But Dolph is going out bad. He's going out sad, man.
Well, now with Dolph, I see him being more of another enhancement talent. That's all.
Yeah.
At this point in time in his life.
It's kind of ridiculous, man. It's kind of ridiculous. Then we got, we already touched on this guy. Why the hell is he a free agent? Why the hell is he a free agent? Dressed like Robin Hood now. Steal from the rich, give to the poor. I don't know what we're gonna do with Omos. He's big. When he's supposed to look mad, looks like he's laughing. What are we gonna do with Omos? He's gonna get his head stumped at Backlash by Seth Rollins, and he's gonna go back to beating up local wrestlers. And then Brock Lesnar, come on. Is Brock Lesnar ever not a free agent? He does what he wants to do. He goes where he wants to go. And that's just Brock. That's just Brock. Okay, so this is going to tie a bow on our show. We're going to take one last look at the draft results. We're going to take one last look at the draft results real quick via Bleacher Report. So I guess after night 2 of the WWE Draft, Raw ended up with Dana Brooke, Nikki Cross, Johnny Gargano, Angel and Humberto, Tozawa, Piper Niven, Xia Li, Tegan Knox, Riddick Moss, Emma, Indashare, and Odyssey Jones. And SmackDown ended up with Grayson Waller and Tamina. I think out of all those, who's your standout out of all those names that got drafted off of air?
Grayson Waller.
That's the same standout I have. He stands out the most, and I'm interested to see what he's going to do. And I just have some feeling that him and LA Knight is on a collision course for some reason. So Raw, we have Cody, Becky Lynch, Imperium, Matt Riddle, Drew McIntyre, The Miz, Shinsuke Nakamura, Indy Hartwell, Apollo Crews, Candice LeRae, Sonya Deville, Chelsea Green, Dexter Loomis, JD McDonough, Maximum Male Models, Natalia, the Viking Raiders, Zoe Stark. And I'm sorry, on the last show, I should have said that Zoe Stark went to Raw. I did not say her name. She is there. Ty reminded me. Zoe Stark did get drafted to Raw after Raw went off the air, after SmackDown went off the air. Rhea Ripley, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, The Judgment Day, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, The New Day, Trish Stratus, Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, Braun Strowman, Ricochet, Bronson Reed, Alpha Academy, Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, Akira Tozawa, Dana Brooke, Emma, Indashare, Johnny Gargano, Los Lotharios, Nikki Cross, Odyssey Jones, Piper Niven, Riddick Moss, Tegan Knox, Xia Li. Of course, they have a ton of wrestlers because it's a 3-hour show. SmackDown is the Bloodline. We're not going to call it the Bloodline. Let's just call it Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa with Paul Heyman. Because as you can see, there is a great Get Our newsletter, Get Out of Here Bleacher Report. As you can see, the Usos is not a part of that. Bianca Belair, the Street Profits, Edge, Bobby Lashley, the OC, Damage Control, Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, Hit Row, Lacey Evans, Austin Theory, Charlotte Flair, the Usos, LWO, Asuka, the Brawling Brutes, Karrion Cross and Scarlett, LA Knight, Shotzi, Pretty Deadly, Rick Boogs, Cameron Grimes, Tamina, and our standout from the off-air draft, Grayson Waller. And that's pretty much it for that. Let's get that out of there. Let's stop sharing. Let's see here. I don't know how to stop sharing, so It's still a work in progress. It's still a work in progress. Petey Stunt then went off camera. So that's pretty much it for the WWE Draft Review Part 2. Petey Stunt is a true trooper. That man barely had any sleep today, and he managed to come on here and put in his best effort, and we still was able to get a good hour in. Petey Stunt, do you have any closing remarks on the WWE Draft Part 2? Petey Stunt gone, y'all. Petey Stunt is gone. Let's get Petey Stunt out of there. So, um, that's it, man. If y'all watch this, thank you so much. I know this is an hour long. These draft shows is they're pretty lengthy. Um, thank you guys all for putting up with the technical difficulties. I'm a new streamer. I'm just learning how to do the stream thing. Um, I'm teaching. I'm learning tips from my boy Andrew Mott. Check him out at the Dynasty, the Dynasty, the League FM. Check us out on Let's Talk Dynasty. We do a show every Monday. Check out Andrew Mott. Um, like, subscribe, follow, turn on your notifications. Add us on all platforms. We really do appreciate it. And check us out on crimson-mass.com. Thank you so much for being here. I truly, truly appreciate it. Like I said, once again, apologize for all the technical difficulties. It's a learning curve. We thank you so much. So that's pretty much it. That's a wrap. Thank you guys, and we're out. Peace.